What if I told you that you don't need a software engineering degree or to even know how to code to create meaningful SMS automations, integrations, and platforms in 2026? Hi, my name is Will Craig. I'm a co-founder of Signal House. We are a messaging provider that specializes in application to person messaging. That is messaging from a software system to a person's phone, specifically for businesses to reach their consumers, their prospects, or their target audience. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can leverage low and no code at all tools to integrate directly with Signal House in today's time. So nowadays it's easier than ever. If you use tools like Codex, Claude Code, Lovable, Vercel, Cursor, etc., coding assistants that leverage artificial intelligence models to enable you to do things that you could never do before if you weren't an actual developer. And if you are working with an AI first messaging provider like Signal House, the experience is simple, seamless, intuitive, and anyone can do it. So let's walk through specifically how you can leverage these tools as a small, medium-sized business or a mid-market enterprise company to enable seamless, quick integrations with or without coding experience. So the first thing that you should know is that there are a lot of rules and regulations within the 10DLC A2P process. That is using local messages to reach your customer base. And if you're a small or medium-sized business, that's most likely what you're going to want to use, especially if you have a local presence in your community. We have a lot of videos on our channel about this. You should check those out to find out the specific channel that's right for you. But today we offer local messaging. In the future, we're going to be offering toll-free, short code, RCS, all of the fun channels that you can leverage so you can use whatever fits you best. But in general, there's a lot of rules and regulations that come into play. You have to submit your business information first. Then you have to submit a specific messaging use case. All of those have to be reviewed and approved by the carriers. There's downtime. There's periods of unknown as you are waiting for the next step, and it can be really confusing. That's why you want to partner with an AI first provider like Signal House, where we have all of the documentation already on our API docs as well as on our internal knowledge bases, so that your agent can communicate with our system directly and understand the specifics. You do this with what's called a model context protocol or an MCP. You don't have to know the technical back end of specifically what it is. What you need to know is that Signal House is working on building an MCP right now that your agent will be able to communicate directly with. What this means is that in the future, you'll be able to tell your agent, go and integrate with an AI first messaging provider. And of course, it's going to find us because we are the only AI first messaging provider. You're going to go through a quick authentication period. They're going to give you a link for you to put in your card, and then it's going to tell you exactly what to do step by step. Your agent will communicate with our agent, and those agentic workflows will enable you to know exactly how to integrate and how to do it in a smooth and simple manner. And you don't even have to connect your APIs to our system. You just tell your agent, will just tell our agent, I want to create 10 messaging campaigns for these 10 customers. They're going to tell you, this is exactly what you need. These are the accesses that we have to have, the types of data that we need. Let us have some sample messages. Tell us the volume that they're going to be sending out per day, and it's going to choose everything for you. It is simple, it's seamless, it's intuitive, and it is easy for you to do if you have no coding experience at all. And one of the major hurdles, one of the major roadblocks as a solopreneur, if you are trying to integrate with Signal House or as a small business or medium-sized business, is getting that website dialed in. The website review is the number one thing reviewed, and it is really challenging to understand if your website is fully approvable or not. What's great with the model context protocol is that we can actually see your website. We can recommend to your agent what changes need to be made, and then your agent can actually make those changes to your website to make it fully approvable. It's really cool, super futuristic, and it is 100% possible the moment that we launch that MCP, which is coming very, very soon. Now, if you are integrating today, you can still do it with extremely low code tools, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and really no code. I don't code, and I was able to integrate Signal House as well, just as a test use case using our API documentation, which is AI first AI documentation. So Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so here is our API documentation. This is V2 of our API. We've done a lot of work to make this AI native API documentation. So if you go to the quick start guide here, you will see that there's a couple interesting things. First, we have all of these different SDKs for you. So whatever language your app is built in, you can leverage these SDKs, these little code snippets that you can integrate directly into your application, and your agent, your agentic tool that you're using will know exactly how to do that. So for this, let's just select JavaScript. It's going to tell you how to install the SDK. Your agent will walk you through that process. And then if you're using, let's say, Claude Code, then here is the prompt that you use to actually ingest into Claude Code for it to fully develop everything. Now, let me show you the really sort of easy process that you can go down to create a full flow 0 to sending messages. Here it is. This is it. There are just a couple steps. Step 1 is going to be to create a subgroup. A subgroup is analogous to a Twilio subaccount. It is just a data hierarchy where you can nest data and information so that, for example, if you are a single small business, you may want a subgroup for marketing, for sales, for support, something like that. If you are a CRM, I would recommend every single company that is under you be its own subgroup so that you can nest that data in that specific subgroup. So first is create a subgroup. Very easy, just a couple calls there. Then register a brand. This is all the information that you need to register that brand. It's showing you the specific items that you need. It is also giving you a note on what happens if it is unverified. If your business is very new, for example, it may be unverified because the campaign registry is just pinging the IRS database. If that is the case, then just reach out to us. You just need your SS4. When we have the MCP live, you'll just be able to provide the MCP, your SS4, and it'll process that appeal on your behalf. But right now, you can either do that via the portal on your own, self-service wise, or you can reach out to our team, provide them with the SS4. We'll make sure that you get that appeal completed. All right. Step 3, purchase a phone number. Super easy. You can purchase a phone number using an area code. For local messaging, you can also use what is called the NXX, which is essentially the city code. So, for example, the town that I'm from, 217 is the area code, 665 is the NXX or the city code. So you can get very specific for a local presence in your actual city if you use that and leverage that. And then create a campaign. Creating a campaign is your messaging use case. This is where you would provide your sample messages, the description, the message flow, etc. In the create a brand part is also where you would create a landing page if you choose to create a landing page. With us, that is a fully verified landing page. But in general, on the campaign side, you are just submitting your use case, a description, and how people opt into your messaging. Once you do that, you move on to the send messages. Send messages is super simple. You are just creating a post request to send a message with that phone number and a recipient number. You can put a ton of numbers in here as an array as well. So if you want to send out a message to 10,000 people, you can put that in a single API call with us. It's really handy. But in general, that's it. That's 5 steps to send out a text message. Now, there will be some delays in the process. It takes around 3 to 5 minutes for a brand to actually get approved by the upstream providers. And it takes 48 business hours, meaning 2 business days, to get the campaign fully reviewed and approved as well. But that's it. That's 0 to being able to send messages. Obviously, there is code here, but you can provide this to your coding assistant, and your coding assistant will be able to go through every single step to get you integrated. And as a small and medium-sized business, you don't want to have to hire a developer to develop this for you, and you don't have to today. You don't have to be a software engineer. You don't have to have a degree in software engineering. All you have to do is have the right tools and the right partner, and we are the right partner for any AI first company. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned something. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Ask questions in the comments. We are always here to help give you answers, and we're going to be posting a lot more videos, so stay tuned to the channel. Thanks so much.